I asked my old co-host to get smashed with me, and he said this.
Probably throw up from the amount of liquid that you've had.
So now it's time to get smashed with a drunk Aussie. Cheers.
Cheers.
Now let's get started with our first beer, the dry super ashy.
Asahi.
Asahi. All right. Shall you introduce yourself?
Yes, I shall. Hello, everybody. I'm Low Power, also known as Pat. I'm Pat, also known as Low Power. Used to rock up on this channel quite a lot a year or two ago, and it's good to be back. It's nice. In between work, uni, and sport, I've had to sort of drop streaming and content creation, that kind of stuff, off to the side, but I find it really fun, and it's such a cool. I really enjoy letting my creative energy go out that way. So looking forward to hopefully getting back into it as I sort of slow up.
You're the old co-host of the classic show, Two Lads on Deck Chairs. We had a 5-episode run. It's like that podcast meme of just starting it and then abandoning it instantly. At least we had a couple of years.
Yeah, we did pretty well, and it turned into other videos as well.
Yes.
I think for us is we, our energies and efforts could always have been, better directed at activities. But neither of us, were ever very, we love doing the activity, but we had no idea how to record the activity.
It's always a big pain.
Actually recording it.
At this stage, I've gotten a lot better at it and probably can be more consistent with it. Let's taste our first beer.
Let's taste our first beer for the second time.
Cheers. I'll make sure to do small put. Oh, yeah, it is awful.
I told you, that one's gross.
All right, we got to get through the shit before we can get
non-alcoholic beer, because we both have work in the morning. And I have a work Christmas party. Oh, bro, at least I'm hydrated. Because
I need to make that the last beer that we drink. It'll be like Hot Ones, where it gets worse and worse.
It gets worse every time. What are you doing to me? What are you doing?
You used to be really into streaming for a little bit of that. What do you think it's like being a small streamer?
Well, having been and still being a small streamer, I would say finding your niche is the biggest thing. So finding the thing that sort of sets you apart. And my niche was multiplayer Total War stream. So I had a mate of mine, and we played together. The mate now has moved to England, and I've bought his PC. So now I have this supercharged PC, which is
Wait! What happened to my one? I got you.
Sorry, law drop the. But yeah, so I've got a new computer, which has been super, really, really good. The only issue is now that I moved into a different room, I don't have access to my Ethernet cable anymore, so my internet's not as good. So I'll have to plug it back in. You
avoided the question. What happened to my one?
Nothing yet. It's still at home. I just. I needed an upgrade from what I had.
State of the art though.
It was state of the art for 2019.
Has it been that long?
Unfortunately, it's been 6 years. Yeah, as sort of time went by, I just sort of needed a new computer, and I was looking around and saving up for one, and one of my mates was like, "Oh, I'm moving away."
Let's go. Next beer.
Speed
run. That's awful as well. That fucking sucks.
Better than Asahi. Still not great. That was the Cooper's Ultralight, by the way.
Okay. So you mentioned you got a new job after streaming, and that's why you haven't been as consistent, but your love of the game is still there. What kind of community programs do you run in Canberra, and what are you in charge of?
Yeah, sweet. So I now work full-time for a not-for-profit here in Canberra. So I run basketball programs for people with disabilities, and I also run sort of health and wellbeing activities. So I run like kayak and stand-up paddleboard hire around the lake, and I also help run sailing programs for kids, which is, well, at least the sailing sailing programs, it's expensive affair, but the benefit about working in the not-for-profit space means that you're not actually worried about the margin on things, as our whole aim is to break even. So all the money, and this is sort of how I can sell the things that I do and why I don't feel bad about selling them, is because we're not out here to make money from people. We're here to provide services, and obviously things cost money, so you need money to run it. But every single dollar that is given to us just goes straight back into the program or funds something with the program. And anything that, if there is any left over, like if we are lucky that we've gone higher than budget and we've served more people than we intended to, then it goes right back into the program to either buy more boats or buy more basketballs or buy more jerseys or make another partnership or pay some staff more, because staff don't get paid a lot now. It's not a super high paying job. It's a competitive paying job, but it's not super high. And I'm very lucky to do what I do.
And they also allow you to study as well, which is a great benefit to it.
Yes, they are. They do. Going back to uni and trying to finish off my degree. I started part time. I was initially doing 3 days a week. They wanted me to go full time because the job I was doing required it. But I said, look, I need to study. I don't have, I went part-time on the proviso that I was going to be spending the other 2 days of that week at uni. But they said, no, we'll give you 8 hours a week of study leave, which I said, look, mathematically, I'm going to get paid for 2 days extra of work and I'm only going to do 1 day extra of work. So it just made sense. And so I'm really, really grateful for the opportunity and for the things that I'm given.
Well, it's great that Canberra has such a unique culture here and that you're able to run these programs and they're popular enough to be run, basically.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're very, very fortunate for the things that we do get to do, because it's the kind of stuff that, I get to go home and when I'm tired, it's a good tired. It's not like I've just spent 16 hours staring at spreadsheets all day. It's like, no, actually I got to go outside and help people and, do things that people find value in, which is really, really cool. But
all right, on to our third beer. 0% Heineken.
Ziri, the Siri.
Ziri?
Yeah. Ziri? Ziri, please play the music.
But this one I like, so cheers.
Yeah. Zero Heineken. Delicious.
That's got a good crisp to it.
So
now,
the thing about Heineken is that it actually tastes like Heineken. And as I was saying in the last chat, that Heineken, I actually always thought that Heineken Zero was was the Heineken, because I'd only ever seen Heineken Zero. Clearly, my father was just instilling healthy values into me.
This is the Heineken. Only the Zero is the Heineken.
Only the Zero is the Heineken. Don't have anything else.
Now, since we're up to our third beer,
yes,
we shall go to our segment, Drunk Insults. Drunken Insults.
Yes.
The aim of the game is to make the other person crack. And if the other person cracks, they lose the game, and it's just silly, not personal insults.
Not personal.
And as the guest, you shall start.
Your hair looks like you dipped it in vanilla ice cream.
It's pretty good. It's good that you have a nice looking face, because there's absolutely nothing going on in there.
Damn. I thought we said not personal.
That's silly.
No, that's true. That's fair enough. I feel like I'm trying to shit. Your ear's so red, you growing tomatoes out of your.
Keep going.
Keep going. You got it. No, your jacket looks like it should be fertilizer to grow those tomatoes growing out the side of your head.
You're so tall that you just constantly
and
walk
insult.
into. You're too tall. That looking up sprains my neck.
Is that a compliment? I don't know. it's just drunken
I
compliments.
know.
You look so beautiful, man.
It's hard.
You look
I'm
great.
just throwing you off.
Yeah, no, consider me thrown
off.
I have a very high center of gravity, so I'm easily thrown off. But that's what I am packing on the pounds, which is why non-alcoholic beer is the way to go. Yeah, no, I think you won. Like in a landslide.
There.
I think you won. I don't think there's
And it's time for the next beer, Carlton Zero.
Carlton Zero. What I want.
At least these are getting drunk. All right.
Yeah, true.
Cheers.
Cheers, big ears. Oh, you got to cheers first.
Oh, that one's not so bad.
Yeah, look.
Could be worse.
Carlton is one of those beers where it's the same as Great Northern, which we got coming up, and it's the same as all the others. There's a pretty distinct general beer, general everyday beer flavor. Now there's always different. There'll be people that are like, oh, they're super, super different. But no, most of it tastes. It's the same with wine. I'll say the same to people that like wine. I say the same to people that like beer. Almost the same to people like spirits too. It's just, slightly different twangs to the same alcoholic feeling.
And then it's the theory that if it's more expensive, it tastes better.
No.
It's the same as...
No, it's just...
Is that wrong? Or?
I don't work at a Dan Murphy's anymore. I'm allowed to say this. This people that get super iffy about alcoholic drinks, just, man, have a different hobby. I don't know. I feel like there's better things to do.
So what's the best spirit in Dan Murphy's?
What's the best spirit?
Yeah, what's the best beer, spirit, and wine you would recommend?
I would say the best beer that I unironically enjoyed. The first beer that I had that I actually really enjoyed was, funnily enough, an alcoholic Asahi. I remember having a pint of that at a pub from the tap though, which changes it a bit. That was delicious. The best wine is there's like a $7 bottle of a red blend, and that was unreal for $7. It was better than some $50, $60 wines that I've had before. I can't remember the name, but it's got an orange label with a deer bone skull on the thing. Coltuchron or something like that. And the best spirit, depends on what you want. I know a bit more about this. I think vodka is the most versatile. Rum was my favorite because flavored rums I really enjoyed. There was a banana infused rum that smelt like lolly bananas.
Wow.
Now, some people really...
That sounds really delicious.
Some people don't like that at all, but I loved it. I was like, this is amazing. And rum is best used for sweet cocktails, which is I prefer those. But vodka's the most versatile, so I'd probably say that.
On to our next one, the
Great Northern.
The Great Northern.
Great Northern Zero.
Sorry, I'm leaving you hanging.
Zero alcohol, full taste. It says.
Cheers.
I'll be the judge.
Ah. Ugh. Oh.
You got that aftertaste too, right?
Yeah, that's not Great Northern. What is that? It's like a lolly.
Almost, it feels lolly. It feels very glucosey.
Yeah,
it feels very...
It's not a sweet lolly though, but it's
just the texture.
Yeah.
It's the texture. It had this jelly.
Like a nearly glue.
Yeah. Oh.
Who would enjoy that piece of crap?
It's time to pick up your game. I see now I feel bad. I did say at the start that they're alcoholic companies, or not, just companies that make beer. Initially they started, imagine this, but even worse. That's how these started. This is after months of testing and being like, yeah, this is good. And a lot of them, they are a lot better than where they were before, but it's better to get brands that do specifically non-alcoholic beers because they actually know what they're doing.
So on the channel, we've either had Crazy Adventures filmed and uploaded, or just our 18th Crazy Adventures, what started the idea of filming these things. So which one do you think was the most insane, well thought out and planned? What was the most fun? Which one was the most fun?
It genuinely is difficult because I've had so much fun doing all of them. So we had Tom's 18th, we had Tom's 21st, we had 12 Hours North, We've
My eight,
your 18th,
Or
your
21st.
Your 21st,
and then your 21st was big gift.
yes, yeah, far out. That was Anyway, they're pretty intense because my birthday's in the worst time of the year, and everyone's always like it's mid exams, and so everyone's got shit on. But I think you can't beat originality, and so the very first, so Tom's 18th.
The Sydney trip.
So we went to Sydney. We did. This was a complete surprise. We didn't tell him we were doing this. We essentially kidnapped him and drove him up to Sydney.
Hey, whoa, confessing crimes here?
We was willingly. He came.
He signed up for
He
it.
was willingly kidnapped, and we took him to Sydney. We stayed in this little Airbnb. We did water jet packing. We did a VR escape room. We did all that, and that was unreal, and that was super super fun.
And then
but-
VR at home with beers and drinking.
Beers and drinking, that was a terrible idea. It's the worst idea. He got so competitive in a game of Super Hot, he just wasn't letting anyone else have a turn. And he kept going until he threw up, which was pretty hectic.
For me, it's funny. They've all kind of melded into one, like the Gold Coast one.
The Gold Coast was probably the best planned, though.
Yeah, that was the best planned and thought out. And then I liked my axe throwing. That was fun with the Smash Room. They all
Yeah.
kind of blended together, which was nice.
Yeah.
But-
I think the most iconic was the 18th because that's you can't beat originality. But the best planned was the 21st because that's when you and I had adult money. Like you and I had
money.
we had
fun money and
yeah.
funding.
We had money and funding, and so instead of sneaking him up to Sydney, we drove him up to Sydney, and then we were like, we're getting on a plane. So we caught a plane up to the Gold Coast. We went to like Wet and Wild. I think we went to Zero Latency, the VR.
all the theme parks, and then
Went indoor skydiving.
Oh, yeah,
that was
I forgot
so
that
was so
fun.
sick. We went to that sort of Caribbean style bar where I ended up stealing. They gave us cans. These like cans as drinks, and I've kept that. That's my memento from the trip. Is I have this little can that I got, ironically, that had a rum cocktail in it. But yeah, I think. But the 12-hour North one, which is a great video, which you should all watch.
link up here.
Link up here if we remember to do that. But I think that was fun because now that one's been like immortalized.
Yeah,
You know, that's out there, and whenever I want to relive that memory, I can just rewatch the video. Funnily enough, I actually rewatched that video 2 days ago.
really.
No word
Does
of
it
a lie.
hold up?
I was just in bed, and I was like, you know what? I just watched it again, and I was like, that was the whole thing for me, was being able to record it and do it with you and have it up there. It's just like, look,
Immortalize.
yeah, get to enjoy the things that we built and the things that we put together.
Well, hopefully there'll be a lot more legendary weekends incoming. Hopefully, if it all works out.
Legendary weekends. That's a
Babadoe's legendary weekends. That's what the new theme of the channel is.
spoiler alert.
And now let's celebrate this last drink.
What is it before you?
Oh yeah, true.
Here we go.
This is the Heaps Normal Quiet XPA. Less than it does have alcohol, 0.5%.
No, but that is so less than 0.5 is considered non-alcoholic because
Really?
it's not enough to like be alcoholic.
So if I had 50 of these, I would not.
You
be
would
drunk.
probably throw up from the amount of liquid that you've had.
Well, not instantly. If I drank them over a period.
Well, you wouldn't get drunk then. I don't think you'd get drunk anyway.
How many do I have to drink to get drunk? In what period of time?
In what period of time? I'd say what you think about it, 0.5 per can. And you got to remember that's less than 0.5. That doesn't mean 0.5. So if we say 0.3, then if you've got like a beer is 8%, so it takes you 10 beers to get to 3%, so 20 to get to 6, about 70 beers for you to get to a regular, not a
That's
regular.
doable.
70 beers in an
Yes.
hour.
Yeah, that's doable.
You couldn't do a centurion. You couldn't do 100 shots of beer, let alone 70 full beers. You know, that is a full beer every minute, in every less than a minute.
in my defense of the 100 shots, I had to, it was 2 a.m. and I had to set it up. And then it wasn't truly a minute.
I thought that was the most insane video, by the way, that when it came out, I was like, this is going to be so hectic to watch. But I did enjoy it.
Especially the ending.
Yeah, I love that. I love the ending. I loved it.
All right, let's drink it.
Heaps normal. XPA.
Not bad. Not bad.
That actually, well, because...
I reckon that's the best one.
Well, it's because it's an XPA.
Yeah,
it's not actually, it's not a lager.
I really like XPAs.
Yeah, XPA's got a bit more flavour, a bit more citrus to it. But you can't go wrong with a Bundaberg ginger beer, the best non-alcoholic beer that exists. We're not sponsored. Please,
We're not
Bundaberg.
sponsored, but this is the guest's
But we could be.
chosen casual beverage. Now, to end things off, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. This is clip farming, basically.
Yeah.
But this is clip farming with a leaderboard. So you have to... I'll tell you in a week how many views you got from this short.
So it's going to be a week.
Yes. So in a week. So next episode, I'll show your reaction to what it is, and we'll see if where you scored. You'll be the first one, so you'll be instantly on top. So you have 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
Right. Babadoe, you, during this whole period, were filling up my cup quite a lot and giving me quite a lot of head. There was quite a lot of head on a lot of this beer. Is that something that you like to give people often?
Head?
Yeah.
I love giving head.
Hot head. He's lucky that he owns these microphones. But yes, unfortunately I got in trouble with the missus this morning because I don't give enough.
What is that? Don't give enough?
That's the clip. That's the clip.
All right.
That's clip farming, baby.
Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you mates in the next one. And remember, stay hopeful. Bye.
I'm the Babadoe.